Okay, sewing video number 4. In this one, I'm going to be making a jacket, and again, you can see me picking out the pieces of cloth out of the cloth pile on the table that I'm going to be using in making it. Now, I'm trying to select cloth where like the fabric is similar. Like what I'm selecting is thin, stretchy t-shirt type fabric. There. Okay, so these 4 specifically, they're 4 single stockings. They're not pairs, they're part of a pair, but it's only 1 stocking each because I actually got those for free from a store. Those were the stockings that they had in the display case, and the store couldn't sell them anymore because they had like they were in the display case, like they're not new, and like it's not a used clothes store, so they were very nice, and they gave me those, which like they were switching out the stuff in the display case, so that's why I have those specifically, and like, yeah, just wanted to mention that, like, again, I'm making this jacket, from used pieces of clothing, yeah, like clothes that I got for free, because other people wanted to throw them away, and I don't like stuff getting thrown away, and like, yeah, want to teach myself sewing with it, and it's gonna be a patchwork jacket again, like many different pieces of, yeah, cloth sewn together, and yeah. I'd also like to add, I've never sewn a jacket before. Like, this is my first one. This is all the pieces of clothes I selected, and they're taken apart. And that's the sketch of what I want to sew. Um, and this is my wonky and slightly hazardous camera stand setup, which, please don't set your camera stand up like that. Just, it can topple over. It doesn't in that video, and it doesn't in any other video that I shot that way, but you know, it's not. It isn't safe, and it's not a good idea. This is what I'm saying. I do unsafe things anyway. Um, not a good role model or anything. And what you're seeing here is that I'm sewing the hoodie. Yeah, there's not really anything else to say about it. I'm sewing the hoodie, and like every other thing that like you can sew, it takes a long time. This is the first hoodie that I've ever sewn, so it takes even longer than sewing a hoodie usually would. And that's gonna go on for some time. Yeah, and I left that in. Which, by the way, this footage is sped up 4 times. Like, this footage is, you're seeing it run at 400% speed. So, yeah, it took me 4 times as long to actually do all the stuff that you're seeing. That you're seeing in this clip. And this does go on for some time, and I suppose what you're seeing on screen isn't like super interesting, and it is kind of boring. And that's intentional. Like, sewing does get boring, and it takes a really long time, and yeah, this clip is kind of long, and I left it in because I wanted to show that this stuff does take time, and a lot of effort goes into it, and You know, like, even if it's something where you think, oh, it kind of doesn't look so good and, like, the result's suboptimal and whatever, that doesn't mean that it's just thrown together in, like, a slapdash way. And it's like, no, it took a long time to make. Like, the jacket in the end, I'm personally not satisfied with the result. I think it looks a lot more haphazard and, like, not as good as I would have wanted to in the end. And, yeah, I just wanted y'all to know that isn't for lack of trying. That's because it's my very first jacket and I'm making it, you know, I'm making it for the first time. And just, yeah, I just wanted to show it. The end result kind of is not that good, but I tried. And it was a learning experience for me. I definitely want to make another jacket in the future sometime. Like, maybe with a fabric that's much easier to work with. And maybe, like, a different type of jacket. Like, maybe not a hoodie one, but definitely something. And I definitely don't want this to be my last one. But, yeah. Sewing takes effort and time. And this is still going on. Because it takes a long time just to sew a hoodie. Even if you're speeding up the footage. Which, like, by the way, I showed the entire process of me sewing the hoodie. Like, there's nothing left out. This is really just all the time that I put into sewing the hoodie, but sped up by a factor of 4. Also, my sewing machine is really, really loud, and I actually wear ear protection. Like, I either wear ear plugs or I wear, like, these giant headphone type things that are just for blocking out sounds, because my sewing machine is insanely loud, and you can actually hear it going in the video, and it's like, it's not a quiet brrr, but it's like okay, and that's because I made the noise a lot quieter than it actually was in the editing. Like, the only reason you can tolerate that sound is because I did editing magic, and it's way, way quieter than it is in real life. Yeah, my sewing machine is really noisy. It's very powerful, but the more power a sewing machine has, the more noise it makes. So, that's a thing. Yeah. Yeah. All of this, by the way, is just sewing the hoodie. And, in case you're wondering, like, what I'm doing maybe with the scissors, and, like, what I'm doing off screen, I'm sorry I didn't film that very well, so you can't really see it, but, I'm tearing up seams. Like, I'm tearing up seams and I'm cutting the fabric as I go because I'm making a lot of mistakes in sewing that hoodie, and I'm trying to match it to the shape of my head. And, like, that's a process of trial and error. And I don't even know what I'm doing with that piece, but, yep. That's time spent on that project as well. Actually, here's a fun fact. I didn't watch this video before doing the voiceover. Like, obviously, I edited this. Like, what you're going to be seeing, it's like, it's the exact same video that I'm watching right now while I'm doing the voiceover, but I edited it together a couple of days ago, and like, I've already forgotten what's going to be in here because I'm such a marble brain. So, yeah. I don't know. Okay, yeah, and that's me sewing the other parts of the jacket. Like, the hoodie is done now, and there's more to a jacket than a hoodie, so that's getting done now too. And that's actually really difficult because it's stretchy thin fabric, and for stretchy thin fabric you need special needles to sew it, because regular sewing machine needles, they'll just slip through the fabric and they won't be able to put stitches into the fabric. Like, they'll just make holes in the fabric, regular sewing machine needles, when you try to sew stretchy, thin t-shirt fabric type stuff with it. So you need special needles for that. And even with the special needles, it's really hard to sew this type of fabric because it's stretchy and thin, and that's not what sewing machines are best at sewing. Yeah. So that was a challenge with this project. Wow, I don't even know what to say right now.
This is a single lady stocking that I cut apart that I'm going to use on my project. And check this out. Just a single random dinosaur. I don't even know why that's there. So cool.
This is just going to go on for a whole while, cause I filmed. I didn't even film the whole process of making it. Like, I think there's a couple things that I didn't even show. Oh, that's how my table looks, by the way, with like all the different parts that I've sewn together spread out. Like, just I spread them out not to show them off on YouTube or anything. I spread them out to see what I already had sewn and like how well the colors match together, and I was like trying to figure out which piece do I sew next to which piece in the final jacket. So like, there's obviously a lot of different colors and patterns at work here. And like, well, I was trying to make it look kind of aesthetic, I guess. Didn't work, but I still tried. I don't know if that counts, but yeah. This is going to be the back piece of the jacket that I'm sewing right here, and now I'm sewing, yeah, what I'm sewing there, that's the front pieces of the jacket. And this is going to be the sleeves. Yeah. Like, not the entire sleeves, but the top part of them. Like, the top part of the sleeves, they have, like, a different color than the rest. Because it's, like, patchwork. Yeah. I really did try my best to make it, like, an interesting pattern. I failed, which, like, it's okay. I knew it was a stretch. It was my first time making a jacket. It's not fabric that is easy to sew, and jackets are really hard to sew in general, by the way. Like, they're really complicated pieces to make. And like, yeah. The colors, they don't combine very nicely, and I knew that when I started, and I wanted to try anyway, just because even if you fail at something, you still learn through the failure, and I don't know, like, I like taking maybe creative risks with, like, projects, so, yeah. This is a creative risk. Ah, didn't work out, but... Oh, there you can see me showing the half-finished jacket. Again, I didn't just do that for YouTube. I filmed myself so I could see how the top part of the jacket hangs off me. Like, the top part is already sewn together, right? Like, the sides aren't sewn and the bottom isn't. Yeah. But, like, I was trying it on to see if it fits and if it, like, even looks remotely like a jacket. I'm like, that's what you just saw there. I edited it in because it, like the video, it looked funny, it looked weird. You don't see a half-sewn jacket hanging off a person often. Um, and no, yeah. And it's almost done now. I think what I'm doing here is I'm sewing the sides together. So it's like this is what makes the jacket a jacket, so to speak. And you can actually see these black strips that I'm sewing in there. Those are elastics. Like, I put them in there to, like, make the fabric bunch together because I wanted to create, like, a wrinkly look with it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it didn't work out, but, like, I was trying to achieve something with this, and, like, it looks the way it looks because, yeah, design decisions, but I'm not the most talented at executing them. So, yeah, I'm sewing elastics in there to, like, bunch up the fabric. And I'm sewing pockets there because the jacket is going to have pockets on the inside. I'm going to show those in the turnaround, and, like, yeah, I like it when jackets have hidden pockets, so I'm putting those in there. And then I'm also going to be putting in a zipper. There you go. By the way, fun fact, I keep all of my zippers. I have a zipper collection, like it's just a bunch of loose zippers, and I keep them in a pillowcase. Yeah. The pillowcase is green, and it's from a pillow where, like, I don't know what happened to the pillow inside it. I had a pillowcase and I had a bunch of zippers, so I put them inside, so, like, it would create the illusion of my workspace being organized. And, yeah. I think I unplugged the sewing machine there while switching out the threads, so, I did not make the same mistakes as with the embroidery video, where I embroidered the bathrobe. And this is me sewing leg warmers. Because, right, I made those 4 pairs of pants, and I did wear them over the winter. I still wear them, like, you know, it's not just like, oh, I wore them for, like, a month and now I'm gonna throw them away. Dude, I spent so much time I made so much, spent so much time making them. Of course I'm gonna, like, wear them a lot. But, the thing is, they're cold, like, they're not pants that keep the warmth in very well, but it's winter, but I wanna wear them, so I'm making these leg warmers, out of an old blanket, and, like, I can, like, pull them over my legs, like, the bottom half, like, below the knee, and then, like, they don't show underneath the jeans because they're all flare, they're very wide cut on the lower part of the leg, but, like, the leg warmers, they keep warm. I've worn those, they work. And in case you're wondering, that looks really long for a leg warmer. Yes, it is, and the thing is, like, that's not the entire length of my leg that I'm trying to sew there. I pull those on and then I bunch them up so that like that really, really long tube, it's just bunched up on the lower half of my leg. And the bunching up, that's on purpose because bunched up fabric keeps the warmth in really well, and that's why they're so warm and why they work. And yeah, and this is a turnaround, and you can see the finished jacket. Um, Again, it's wearable. It is a jacket. It has zippers and pockets and a hoodie and everything. Yeah. But like, it looks much more haphazard, I think personally, than any of the pants that I sewed before. So like, I'm not satisfied with the end result. Okay, by the way, that I know that looks funny what I'm doing there, but I'm not trying to look funny there. I'm just trying to show off the hoodie. Uh yeah. But feel free to laugh about that. I think that looks ridiculous too. And yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it. You know, like it's a jacket. It's not the best jacket ever made. There you can see the inside pockets, like they're the what I'm fumbling with, and sticking my hand inside there. That's the pockets. They're huge. They fit a lot of stuff. And yeah, you know, and that's the table after I picked out those clothes, and I'm picking out another pillowcase there. And I already mentioned I have one pillowcase that I use for my zippers, and this other pillowcase I now use to store my socks in. Because before they were just flying around my closet and I didn't even know how many I had. And like, yeah, now they're all in one place. They're in the pillowcase and it's doing a terrific job. Thank you for watching the video. And I hope you enjoyed it. And bye!